Hi everybody, my name is Anna, also known as the Kitchen Mama. Rick, the middle-aged rocker, is doing some recording of
What's
today. And you tuned in today because you keyed in how do I make mayonnaise from scratch. So I will tell you that Rick and I went through at least, I believe it was more than a dozen organic eggs to figure this out. And we used a blender, and we used a hand blender, mixers of all kinds. We used our Ninja, we love our Ninja, but it didn't do a good job for us either. Finally, I saw a video when somebody used one of these. This is the best thing, and at the big box stores, they're really not very expensive. So get that, and a wide mouth mason jar. You're going to take an egg, drop that baby in there, okay? And then I have 1.5 tablespoons of vinegar. Most recipes say 2 tablespoons, but then it gets really vinegary, okay? And you're going to put in just like a dash, maybe up to 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay. And then not very much dry mustard, just a little bit. Okay. And add that in there, I'd say, I don't know, it said a pinch or something in the recipe that I found and started using that. And you want that vinegar that I use, I want to make sure you remember to use a really good quality vinegar. It tastes better that way. Remember, you're the one that's going to eat it. You want it to taste good. I use organic everything. And then start that baby, whip it up a little bit. I have a cup of chilled, you only need to chill it for 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be super chilled, of chilled olive oil.
Chilled in the refrigerator.
Chilled in the refrigerator. And what we found is typically it comes out thicker more often than not, because it can come, you can have different results. And the warmer the weather, more likely you're going to end up with more of a salad dressing, kind of thin than thick. Okay? Just going to drizzle it in, real slow drizzle. Okay? Not going to thicken up right away. We'll get there pretty soon. I find that I have a tile kitchen counter, and so sometimes if I can hit the right spot, it'll turn for me, but this isn't like the counter I normally cook on, so I'm not finding that spot. Okay? Keep on drizzling that baby in there. This is kind of a pencil tip thickness. You can thicken up a little bit as the mayonnaise starts to thicken. Turn your jar now and then. I get nervous making the video as if I never made this before, but I make it about every 2 weeks, sometimes extra times if I've made some potato salad or something. Rick and I have been making our own homemade mayonnaise now for over a year. It's our preferred mayonnaise. You will find in the beginning that when you are making the adjustments that one thing you'll be like, something's missing. We figured out it was sweetener. There's sweetener in all the stuff at the store. So if you want to add a little maple or honey or something like that, just a little bit at first to help you adjust. But it's well worth it because you know exactly what's in it. There's very few ingredients. See, it's starting to thicken up here. Almost done through the cup. And then you can take this base mayonnaise and you can make all kinds of things. Garlic aioli, a chipotle sauce for your sandwiches. We are going to be doing another video on the garlic aioli. Woo! When I shot up, I found a little hole in the oil there. Alright, that's just about all in. I'm just going to dump it now because I know it's thick enough and it's blending well enough that I don't have to worry about if it's not thick yet, you don't want to go too crazy with how much oil you put in there, or it will maybe not thicken up at all. You can see, I mean, it's almost like when you go to, what's the ice cream shop, the Blizzards and stuff. And
yeah.
Then, except I'm not turning this upside down.
And I want to jump in here real quick.
Sticks.
Yeah, make sure that it's a very good quality light olive oil that you're using.
Well, unless you really like a stronger flavor.
Stronger olive oil flavor, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And then I just take my cap. I have an R on one and a G on the other for my garlic because I do keep that on hand regular. And then I use a little bit of kitchen tape, put the date on it, because if you don't, you think you'll remember, but you will not remember if you made it last weekend or the weekend before. and you don't want it in there more than 2 weeks, go ahead and toss it after 2 weeks. It is a raw in there. So if you like to be able to afford nice ingredients, or you just like the time to be able to make your food from scratch and share it with others, there's a wonderful home business opportunity that Rick and I have found. We've been involved in many, best we've ever seen. Click on the link below. Find out a little bit more about it. Find out if it's something for you. See if it provides you with some of the things that you'd like in life. You have a great day. Thanks for joining us today.